guys, and thank you for coming back for my 10th episode of Tarantula YouTuber Guide. And yes, so we are actually getting to the end of this series now. We have the special guest next week, and then that is it. So yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has actually taken part in this. And like, it's amazing the amount of knowledge that people actually do have. And I love the fact that people actually do want to help like new keepers. So yeah. So this week we have Andy from Spiders, and if you don't know him and you watch Fatal Fangs, you will know he is actually the guy that knocked me out in round 1. So yeah. It's fine then. I'm just going to beat him next year. So yeah. So yeah, Andy is a great YouTuber. He has amazing knowledge, and from what he says in this video, you will know why. He deserves way more subscribers than he actually has. So if you don't know him, go follow him, go subscribe, and tell him you came from here. So all that being said, I will let Andy get into his stuff, and then I will come back at the end.
Hi everyone, how are we all doing? Hope we're all good. Hi Ebbs, just want to say thanks for having me as part of this little series that you've done. My name's Andy, and my channel is Spiders. So yeah, if you want to go check it out, then that'd be awesome. If you want to subscribe and the rest, that'd be even better. Right, what got me into the tarantula hobby? Well, it was about 1997. I was given the nickname Spider, and it's sort of stuck since. But at that time, I didn't actually own any, and I just happened to pass a local pet shop and saw they had a couple of tarantulas for sale, and I just thought it'd be funny if Spider bought a spider, really, and it just went from there. I sort of found myself fascinated, and yeah, here we are, sort of 24, nearly 25 years later, sort of still at it. Well, that first tarantula was a Phonopelma seamani, the striped knee tarantula, or Costa Rican zebra. There's various common names for it. But yeah, it was a little dude, and he molted out 3 weeks after I bought him, and he was mature. But fortunately, he did live for about a year after he matured, which was quite cool. So I sort of had him until the end of days. Top 3 places to buy from. Well, I don't want to repeat the same as everybody else, you know. I wish everybody said the Spider Shop, Portsmouth Tarantulas, so many legs, and I definitely agree with them. But as they've already gone, I'm probably going to say Tarantula Shop EU. I've had some good things from there. Spider Planet, again, it's another good shop. And finally, probably Skinny Legs. Actually, the species that I'm going to talk about today came from Skinny Legs, just so happens. But yeah, Skinny Legs would probably be my third one. An interesting fact about myself. Well, I think I'm pretty boring, if I'm honest. But I don't know if it's interesting, you know, so I do own as many t-shirts as I do tarantulas, and there's a lot of tarantulas. Yeah, a lot. Now, the species I went for is a New World terrestrial. See, one of them is up here in this tank, and I do have another that is down here, and I'm going to start off by showing you my male. It is the Grammostola Actaeon. Now, I really like this species. I think for some reason you don't seem to see a lot of them. I'm going to show you a feeding clip of him. Like I say, he's a pretty good feeder. I'm going to give him this mealworm here. You see, pretty good feeding response. That's probably about as much as he moves in about a week. And then this also reminds me of myself. He's like that drunk person that buys a pizza on his way home from the pub and then sort of heads one direction and realises, oh, hang on, I live that way, and off he goes again. But yeah, you see, these are very similar to the Grammostola Actaeon, or sometimes they are mistaken, I think, for the tilter cattle vegans. But yeah, like I say, I do love them. I think that they're a nice looking species. They just look dead raggedy and just dead rough, and it just appeals to me. I've got a pair. Like I said, this is my male. I think he's he reminds me a bit of myself. He's just dead laid back, but always looks like he's been dragged through an edge backwards, like. Now you see here, the webbing isn't very thick. Now this tarantula can be found in southern Brazil and also in parts of Uruguay. A nice close up here, and you see, although they are sort of red and black to the eye, you will notice sort of the blue on the leg in this light, and there's sort of some greens in the carapace. Now he is due to molt pretty soon, I think. But yeah, I just love that sort of the array of colours once you get them in the certain light. Is just awesome. Now, this tarantula does have urticating hairs, but if I'm honest, I'd say its main line of defence is probably pity, because when you look at it and just see that rough, ragged ass, you're probably going to look at it and go, oh, what's happened to that poor Actaeon? So yes, that was the male, and I'm now going to move on and I'll show you my female. And there she is, looking like a polished turd. But yeah, like I say, the temperament of these are really easy. You see me touching her with this. We finally get a little bit of movement out of her. See, she reaches up, but there's no threat from her at all. She's really chilled. I haven't actually handled her, but if I was going to sort of single out any individual one of my tarantulas that I would handle, she would probably be one of them, if I'm totally honest. Again, or reaching out and striking. But anyway, so the safest way, I got to cup over her, and as you can see, I just walk her over. There you get a good look at that right backside. You can make out the Grammostola mirror patch on her abdomen. a really cracking tarantula, but they're not everybody's cup of tea, I suppose. If I was going to suggest a beginner species for someone, I think I'd definitely put this up there. As adults, once they mature, both the males and the females can reach a size of about 8 inches, so quite a good size. This enclosure I'll probably do for maybe probably another 1 or 2, maybe 3 more months, and then I'll probably be looking at upgrading it again. Here we are. We'll just try and turn her around a bit just so we can get a better shot for the video, really. Enclosure wise, you'll see here, this is a 30 by 30 by 20, I think it's a Reptizoo or a Komodo, and this has got about 3 inches of substrate, which is just a mix of topsoil and some reptile sand, about 3 inches at the front, going up slightly higher towards the back with a corkback hide and a couple of extra bits of corkback just to offer some extra hide options, and some sphagnum moss that I'll just keep wet, just to aid that humidity, keeping it up a little bit. If you read sort of care sheets, they'll tell you that humidity should be set around about 60%, but if I'm honest, I just keep the water bowl overflowed, keep one corner of the substrate and the enclosure moist and quite damp, and just keep the water bowl filled, and she seems to do alright. Yeah, they're probably pretty slow growing, really. Males can live for around 6 years, so you would expect probably mature around about 5 years, maybe 4.5, 5 years, and females have been reported to live as long as sort of 15 to 20 years, so hopefully I've got plenty more time left with this girl and this dude. I'm going to attempt to feed this girl here. As you see, she's sort of interested, but she's not fully sure, and I didn't want to push the issue. It was probably a bit presumptuous to think that she would feed after just being moved from one enclosure into this new environment. So yeah, that's my video on the Grammostola Actaeon. I hope you've enjoyed it. Yeah, I definitely recommend them as a beginner species, somebody new that's just getting into the hobby. I don't think you'd have too many problems with one of these. Saying that, every individual's can be different, you know, so don't bank on them all being pretty good, but I haven't seen or heard of anybody that has got a bad one yet. So yeah, just want to say thanks to you all for watching, and again a massive thanks to Ebbs for having me as part of this little series, and I shall see you all soon. Cheers. Ta-da.
So there we go, that is Andy's video of his Actaeon, and it actually makes me laugh. Like, the comment he sent with the footage was, the poor man's a ringy. So yeah, it's just a little joke that we've got going on. So it's funny, but it's an absolutely stunning tarantula as well, and I can see what he means by it actually does get confused with an Aringi. They are very similar, and if you don't know what you're looking for, you will get confused. But yeah, never actually knew that he'd been keeping so long. Like, the date he said that he started, I was actually 5 years old. So yeah, like, that's a long time. But yeah, and I do actually like the fact that he actually went for different sellers to everyone else, because everyone does know that the top sellers in the UK are Spider Sharp, Portsmouth and So Many Legs. So it's nice to see that other people are promoting other companies as well. But saying that, I would like to say a massive thank you for Andy for doing this for me, and also happy birthday. I know this video is going out on your birthday, so happy birthday, and again thank you for doing this for me. I know that it was very last minute because you had to step in for who was taking this and they were ill. So yeah, I would like to say a massive thank you, and the person that was meant to be doing this week will be doing an episode on series 2, so keep an eye out for that one. And yeah, again, if you are interested in taking part in series 2, let me know. I think I have about 3 or 4 spots left, so yeah, just let me know and I will get it sorted as soon as. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week with the special guest, and then it'll be back to normal content. So yes, thank you, and I will see you in the comments.